Good morning. Welcome to the Windsor Star News Cafe. I'm Don McArthur, here with Dylan Kristy and our special guest. He's running in Ward 5, Randy Diestelmann.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome to the show. You're a rookie candidate here. You're going door to door, but you are immersed in the community already in Ward 5 on Drouillard Road. Can you tell us kind of what some of the issues are and what you're hearing at the door?
We're hearing quite a few things, but generally one of them is, depending if you're talking to men or women, the issues are slightly different, but most people want safer communities. Crime is an issue. It's a citywide issue, but it's definitely an issue in Ward 5. Some people are talking about rodents. Rodents seem to be a bit of an issue in certain areas, and the fact that people are concerned and they think that, there's not enough being done regarding rodents and or crime. But other than that, those are pretty much the most important ones. Some people talk a little bit about Enwin, but that's really not coming up at the door as much as many other people are saying.
Okay. So drugs, prostitution, there was a shooting recently. Is that
No, there was gunfire. There's definitely a difference between shootings and gunfire. There was gunfire in the community, yes, and it's not something that's indicative of that area. It was outsiders. It was found out later on that there was one Toronto individual and a couple other individuals that weren't from the area. Drugs are definitely a problem, but one of the ways that we're dealing with it is Ford City actually has a crime prevention committee, and it's comprised of many members from within the community. And we meet regularly with both the morality squad, and we've made requests to meet with the drug squad, in order to combat some of the drug problems that are actually in the entire ward. And throughout the city. I think without involvement and meeting with these groups, from the Windsor Police Services, we're not going to be able to get anything done.
Okay. Ann Jarvis wrote a nice column about you today. Describes you as a very hands-on person. I mean, you're chairman of the Ford City BIA, but you're out plowing the snow, you're out picking up garbage, you're sort of doing it all in Ford City, it seems.
Well, it's all about community involvement. It's about working together with the residents and the businesses and the BIA. And, we got a lot of snow last year, and I'm a contractor, and so we have a Bobcat. It was hard for the snow plows in the city to keep up last year, so we had to take things into our own hands a little bit because we have bump outs throughout the entire area. But yeah, we did that, and I am chair of the Ford City BIA, and so sometimes you have to do things that nobody else is able to get done. So, it's not always easy, but we do what we can in that community.
Okay, so pretty much I would say Ann Jarvis endorsed you in today's column. That seemed pretty clear. Yesterday on AM 800 and on this right sitting where you were, Eddie Francis endorsed incumbent councillor Ed Sleeman in Ward 5. What do you think about that?
Well, I think Ed's a nice guy, but you know what? If you're voting for nice guys, I'm a nice guy too. So, if that was your reason for voting for someone, then you could vote for a lot of different people. I'm actively involved in the community, and I'm not involved because I'm the councillor. I'm involved because I'm concerned and I care about the community. What's good for me is good for the community, and what's good for the community is good for me. I think that with my community activism and involvement within the ward over the last 20 years, I've lived in that ward or either owned property. I think if you're not willing to work hard, you can't change anything. It's easy for the mayor to endorse him because he's been actively aligned with the mayor for a long time. So
yeah.
No, that's fair. Now, Ford City, it's a pretty close-knit community. I think oftentimes the bad things kind of slip into the news, but there are some incredible things going on there too, right? There's a farmer's market this summer. Can you kind of just talk about some of the great things that have happened in the community
Sure.
over the last little while?
Well, this was our second annual farmers market, and they were running every Sunday from June this year to September. And then we usually cap them off with our annual Arts and Heritage Festival. And we'd have road closures with, live entertainment, buskers, vendors, all kinds of fun stuff. But we're working actively with the Revitalization Group, which is a strategy that's funded through United Way. And there's a couple of staff members that have been working hard in conjunction with both the residents and the BIA to improve the community. But we've had there's lots of great things. Like there's the residents committee who does fireworks every year. They have Kids Fun Day. There's Arts and Heritage Festival every year. There's AMPT, the Alley Mural Project, where we go through and we do murals in a lot of the alleys on garages. So there's a lot of murals that have been procured recently. We've added 5 or 6 more murals in that community. And I mean, Ford City is the area to go for murals. You know, some of them are urban landscape murals from, some people might call them graffiti artists. You can call them whatever you want, but art is in the eye of the beholder, I suppose. I mean, there's even a triennial display at the 1200 block of Drouillard right now with the Art Gallery of Windsor. So, I mean, you know, there's lots of stuff going on in the area. I think, you know, for us, we keep trying to have the arts involved, you know, because artists generally will help to improve any community.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's incredible.
Sort of on the bigger ticket issues, you know, as a councillor, you got to vigorously represent your ward for sure, but you also have to, you know, the city as a whole, you're casting votes on. Where do you stand, say, those on the Auditor General? Do we need an independent Auditor General, or is that you don't really care about that?
no, I think that's an important issue. I'm glad that you asked that. I think that's a no-brainer. We have to have an Auditor General. I mean, Auditor Generals serve more than one purpose, you know. Not only are they going to make sure that we're being transparent in all of our endeavors, but they're also going to help us to find efficiencies. And those efficiencies are going to be used by council members when they're going over the annual budgets. You know, if we don't have an Auditor General there to help us find these efficiencies, you know, the average person isn't going to be able to do that. I mean, someone with a business acumen may be able to do that, or may have an inside track or a little more experience, but an Auditor General, their sole purpose is to keep us transparent and to help us find efficiencies so that we're lean and we're running, you know, as little overhead as possible in a lot of the different groups or administration and divisions in the city.
Okay.
Excellent. All right. Well, Randy, you came early today. You waited patiently for us to set up and get everything rolling. Let's just cue it up for you. Is there anything else that you would like to say, or why people should vote for you?
Well, I think people should vote for me because I'm actively involved in the community, because I want to be involved. I want to see this city grow, and I want to see this city be the great place that it can be. You know, I think that if you want to make changes, you have to be actively involved, and I think that I could be an excellent representative for the residents in Ward 5 at Council. I'm willing to make the hard and tough decisions, but I'm willing to do those tough decisions with, you know, an impartial view, one that is going to serve the community in such a way that, you know, they're not going to have to worry about, you know, was that the right decision? You know, is it going to save us money? Is it going to cost us money? You know, we want to avoid spending money frivolously and, you know, do what's best for the residents.
Excellent.
Okay.
Thanks.
Randy Diestelmann, he's running in Ward 5. Thanks very much for joining us. We're at the Windsor Star News Cafe.